In previous videos on this channel, we've covered Mount Meru, the mythical place at the centre of the earth. We discovered and showed that this mountain in Moruya on the New South Wales coast is on exactly 36 degrees longitude south and stands at a height of 720 metres. We show that 36 times 720 is 25,920, the great year. We've shown that Moruya means resting place of the black swan. And is this what's meant by a black swan? The Gosford glyphs also mention a royal burial, a hidden royal burial, and to give it blessings. Surprise, surprise, what do we find in royal Egyptian tombs? Statues of swans in the Old Kingdom and the New Kingdom, and no one seems to know or explain why except spiritual reasons. So to add to this evidence, I received an email this morning, and it's a mate showing me with his sons and him were reading a book about Bali and these things here. And I'm just going to read you what it says about these. Forms of Bali, towering Meru shrines. A widely recognised Balinese form, Meru are pagoda-like structures, always built with uneven number of sugar palm fibre roofs that diminish in size as they steep higher. A Meru is a resting place for a supreme god. The name Meru is derived from the cosmic mountain, Maha Meru, the axis of the universe. So what have we just heard about the Meru shrines in Bali and the sugar palm? Well, you'd never guess what they call this mountain here in Moruya. They call it Sugarloaf Mountain. It's one of the names because it's on Sugarloaf Road, as you can see here. But I've heard many people call it Sugarloaf Mountain. It's kind of funny how all these names work out just perfect, eh? Right at these locations. But what else did that book say? That a supreme god is buried under a Meru. Talking about locations, it's at 36 degrees south, but it's also at 13 degrees 13 minutes magnetic declination. Moruya. I want to finish up with Robert Edward Grant and Randall Carlson's chat only this week. And I was watching Robert Edward Grant's work on the relationship between music and the planet sizes, their orbits. But I saw here that Saturn fits into the square of 7.236, which is 72 times 36 is the great year, 25,920, which I showed 36 degrees south and 720 metres high, which adds to 25,920. All about time, and Saturn is time, so the mountain in Moruya matches the square that Saturn sits in. As you'll learn in your own studies, navigation and time, music, colour and light, all these things are all related to each other harmonically through a beautiful set of numbers and geometries that have been left for us in every building and these sorts of structures here, and even in the alphabetic phonetic sounds of these places. So mathematically and phonetically we can really start to find these things. If you go back to the other videos, I've shown the 144 being used as far as distance or even longitudes and latitudes. All these numbers pop up everywhere, folks. So go and check them out for yourself, because your local area will have these things somewhere. What do I think's under the mountain? Maybe something like this.